Deion Sanders' shoes go viral in WWE. Superstar Roman Reigns' Raw return. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. The Prime Effect has officially reached WWE as pro wrestler Roman Reigns wore Coach Deion Sanders' Nike Air Diamond Turf shoes on Monday Night Raw. Reigns is the latest renowned public figure to rock Coach Prime's kicks for a major moment. As one of World Wrestling Entertainment's top-drawing superstars, Roman Reigns often asks opponents and fans to acknowledge him. On Monday, he acknowledged Colorado Buffalo's coach Deion Sanders. Reigns wore Sanders' signature Nike Air Diamond Turf shoes in a surprise return to action on the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw, another sign of the ever-growing Prime Effect. Hailed as one of the world's best professional wrestlers yet away from television for nearly 3 months, Reigns rocked the kicks of Coach Prime while coming to the aid of fellow stars Jey Uso and CM Punk. A red-hot Birmingham, Alabama crowd reacted with loud cheers as the 4-time WWE champion and 10-time WrestleMania main eventer confronted Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, likely setting up a match for SummerSlam, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium next month. In storyline, Breaker was the reason for Reigns' absence in April, acting on the orders of heated rivals Seth Rollins and former manager Paul Heyman. As of Wednesday, Reigns' return has been viewed over 20 million times across WWE's social media platforms. Clad in Sanders' trademark shoes, the 40-year-old's moment closed one of the promotion's most captivating weekly programs of 2025. At this stage of his career, any Reigns appearance on a non-premium show can be considered a spectacle, further highlighting the significance of his choice in footwear. Reigns, a former Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets defensive lineman whose real name is Joe Anoa'i, is a passionate NFL fan and longtime supporter of the San Francisco 49 ERS. Sanders played cornerback for the Niners in 1994, helping the franchise win its last Super Bowl to date. Sanders also acknowledged the tribute online, posting an Instagram story on Tuesday of Reigns in his Nike Air Diamond Turfs. Reigns showing love to Sanders through footwear isn't new among public figures. Since Coach Prime's hiring at Colorado in 2023, his shoes have made a major comeback across sports and pop culture. Many of the Buffs players wear the shoe in support of the brand. Most notably, world-renowned rapper Kendrick Lamar wore Sanders' Nike DT Max 96 shoes during his Super Bowl halftime show performance last February. According to StockX, this event led to a 413% increase in trades of Sanders' DT Max shoes. It happened at a perfect time, as Lamar's release of the single Not Like Us and album GNX led to one of the most commercially successful points of his career. Monday wasn't the only WWE Colorado connection of the past week. During the TV special Saturday Night's Main Event, current Buffalo's linebacker Gage Goldberg appeared to confront World Heavyweight Champion Gunther in support of his father, Bill Goldberg, during his retirement match. Goldberg, a WWE Hall of Famer and former NFL teammate of Sanders's with the Atlanta Falcons, saw his son Gage join the Colorado roster last season. Bill Goldberg made several appearances at Buffs games in 2024, even bringing Breaker with him for September's clash with the Baylor Bears. Sanders' ever-growing Prime Effect is seen in more corners of culture with each passing day. From the squared circle to the Super Bowl stage, Colorado's coach has as much influence as when he first said, "If you look good, you feel good." Theft is a central theme of professional wrestling. WWE, AEW, virtually every promotion ever borrows, even if they pretend they don't. Take the concept of a wrestling gimmick. Everything is borrowed and subsequently labeled as inspiration. Originality has become increasingly rare. AEW Women's World Champion Toni Storm has been a revelation as the timeless one, but her entire character is clearly influenced by Marilyn Monroe. Will Ospreay became the aerial assassin due to his love for the Assassin's Creed video games. Wrestlers even borrow from other wrestlers. Ric Flair became the Nature Boy after Buddy Rogers had the title first. Shark Boy parodied Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hulk Hogan essentially channeled superstar Billy Graham. And attempting a supernatural character? You'll always be compared to The Undertaker. WCW even signed bodybuilder Christy Rock and gave her the name Ozia to counter the rising popularity of Joni China Laurer in WWF. The reasoning? Asia, the continent, is bigger than China, the country. A bit over the top, but true. This discussion goes beyond gimmicks. It's about wrestling's biggest kayfabe offense. Imitation. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns 2 was a well-crafted WrestleMania main event with a strong 3-act structure. The third act, full of interference, was either one of the most dramatic or most frustrating sequences in recent memory, depending on the viewer's perspective. It also may have marked the symbolic end of the Crossroads as a decisive finisher. While visually impressive, the move, a rolling cutter, lacks the quick strike impact of a traditional cutter. The execution demands setup time, which can take fans out of the moment. Worse still, it required 3 Crossroads to finally defeat Roman Reigns and end his 316-day title reign. Since then, Cody continues to use multiple attempts to win matches, which dulls its effectiveness. Still, one of the match's most memorable moments came when Reigns countered a Cody cutter in midair and turned it into a modified cutter of his own, driving Cody face first into the mat with fierce intensity. The only thing missing was a more emphatic finish. We are more than halfway through 2025, which brings us closer to the retirement of a legend, John Cena. He announced 36 appearances on his farewell WWE tour, and about 15 dates remain. So far, Cena has faced Randy Orton, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. But who else could step into the ring with him before he hangs up his boots? One dream opponent is Gunther. Since arriving on the main roster, Gunther has been a dominant force with acclaimed World Heavyweight Championship reigns. Fans admire his hard-hitting style and commanding presence. Though he's newer compared to WWE veterans, he's already viewed as a top-tier performer. A match between Gunther and Cena would be a major event, and it's rumored this could even be Cena's final match in December. Time will tell, but the possibility is exciting. Roman Reigns also returned this past Monday on Raw, his first appearance since WrestleMania 41 when Paul Heyman turned on him to side with Seth Rollins. While Reigns has other storylines developing, a final showdown with Cena would draw big interest. The last time they faced off was at SummerSlam 2021, where Reigns defeated Cena for the Universal Championship. A rematch now would feature very different dynamics. Cena's a heel, and Heyman isn't in Reigns' corner. That opens the door for a fresh narrative. Another match that fans hope for, but may not happen due to injury, is Cena versus Seth Rollins. Rumors about Rollins' injury status vary, with some suggesting it may be exaggerated to set up a surprise Money in the Bank cash-in. If true, Rollins' return could be unexpected and explosive. Rollins and Cena haven't had a one-on-one match since SummerSlam 2015, when they battled for both the United States and World Heavyweight Championships. That bout remains iconic, especially the broken nose incident, the statue unveiling, and Sting's return. That feud defined 2015. Now, 10 years later, it's time to revisit it one last time. Ever since Cena's heel turn, fans have speculated whether The Rock will return to close out the story. It was The Rock who turned Cena heel at Elimination Chamber 2025, yet he's been mostly absent since. Their rivalry is one of WCW's greatest, with their last singles match at WrestleMania 29. Fans hope closure, and perhaps one final clash between these two icons. While The Rock didn't appear at WrestleMania 41 during Cena vs. Rhodes, hopes remain high. Could The Rock return to complete the arc he began? Might we see him in the ring again with Cena to finish what they started?